despawn, and that leaves coldzera all by his lonesome on site here.
Oh, tapping away. He's getting overrun, though. Attacker going to find that first opening kill. And with only one player on the site, things start to look complicated for SK. A retake scenario here with a kit in play, but VG still holding on to the man advantage. Not facing from the site as well means things are going to start to heat up for SK, who need to close the distance and get back in. Nice angle from Fallen, does catch a headshot. And then they're going to start to overwhelm these T players. But Attacker on the site, doubling down. 3 headshots coming in. And he's looking for the final one, but Fur cannot step up to the mark. 2 kills from here.
And I like this. Normally we've, you know, questioned their decision-making in a lot of situations with these Asian teams, whether it comes down to experience or not, but they're taking their time here.
The reposition back in vents will be a bit of a surprise as well as they start to push towards B. coldzera in the corner. They have no idea. He lets them pass. 1 kill can come through. Surely, but Fur kills his teammate through the wall. You hate to see it. Fallen can only get a double kill, so he did surprise him from the vents, but VG still have a double man advantage. Into the site they go, and Bolts has to try and retake now in a 1v3. Gives away the element of surprise, but gets a kill for it at the very least. Just needs to try and find a kit, because time is going to be a big issue here for Bolts as he begins to move in. And VG are playing a sort of crossfire from the CT spawn. Zoking just waits for the contact, and Freeman will strike. It's a 4th round for VG. They're starting things off well. Yeah, they don't go aggressive themselves. They actually have no information that all 5 players are here. This just gives time for Molotovs to be set up, and they will rain over the bomb site. Stewie, close position, but they've seen this one before. coldzera sat there just rounds ago, but now he's at the back of the site. 1 shot with the AWP, and he doubles down. They're peeking him 1 by 1. No trades are coming through here for the Chinese, and then coldzera is just lining them up. 3 frags before eventually the trade is found. But it just gives SK an opportunity back into this round.
That was a really awkward execution from VG. It was looking so nice initially. Basically, the first part of a 2-part execution was really well done. They smoke off, they isolate Stewie. There's no way for coldzera to actually come into a position to actually help him. But then the follow-up, they don't have a smoke for spawn. They just constantly keep peeking it. And that allows for coldzera to get 3 frags, and now Summer left all by his lonesome 2v1.
They're both low, though. He finds a rifle. This could be dangerous. The spray control works. Fallen is going to go down. And Summer, 4 kills.
That situation, it gets chaotic. They lose a lot of members unnecessarily, but when they get into that 2v2, you can see they actually wait around for each other because they were split up. You had one guy on the B bomb side and one guy stuck in mid. And instead of just trying to go for some heroic plays, stick together and do the aggression from Bolts here. Oh, he's going to find one. First made his presence felt, that's for sure. Zoking down to 23 HP. Oh, is he going to burn? Oh,
yeah, I hate to see it. I'm surprised Fur commits to that for so long, right? After losing his teammate, he clearly wants to try and draw it back and keep the man advantage because he knows that, again, like if they keep it in a 4-on-4, that's still a very good round for VG. There's still a round that they can potentially pick up. But now with a disadvantage, things start to look difficult. And SK, they don't seem too worried. They've put 1 player on the B site. That's coldzera, but he's locked it down in the past before. And so they can kind of put the pressure on A, make sure they at least have information to mid to stop these constant vent splits that we've been seeing here from VG.
Yeah. VG, though, on their end, they do have a lot of utility still. The only player with any real utility to speak of on the side of SK is Stewie, and he's stuck over in mid. Well, when you have Fallen, it does alleviate a bit of pressure. We'll see what the 2 remaining VG players are able to do. Smokes go out, Molotovs as well. Oh, nothing for MBK.
That's around, I think, at that point. It's 1v4, and yeah, Molly going to finish him off. Attacker can't get anything done. And a bit of...
The A split seems imminent. They still have 1 lurker over towards B, though.
Yeah,
they actually go over to B split.
Yeah, they find the pick in vents right, so now it just relieves all the pressure. Lovely going to drop coldzera as well. SK, there was so little time, but they're still playing aggressive on that B site, and VG can just catch them out for free. Bomb can go down. SK, though, they've been at least aggressive on these retakes, not giving a lot of breathing room for the Chinese. Bit of a boost up, not going to find the angle, but Fallen looks for another one. Almost catches the player moving from the back of the site, but he will reposition. It's going to be Attacker just holding on. And good angle as well from the AWP of Lovey to catch that first rotation in. Attacker following up with 2. And that is a really clean post-plant for VG out of the map. We've not seen this mid-aggression before. Stewie maybe looking to go back into the vents, but he's heard dropping off. He makes a jump, and Freeman takes advantage. 1 kill coming back for VG. There's still only 30 seconds left, though, so they need to make a play. And with the vents now open, this B split again can come through Vendetta. There's no one here for SK. Only Cold0 on the site. They focus on the mid control, but Attacker strikes back. 2 headshots shutting down the rotation, leaving Cold0 to hold it alone, and he can only get 1. The round is falling apart. And I'm surprised SK don't react there. They lose the mid player, but they still don't think, oh, wait, this is going to be a B play once again.
It's because it's a bit unfortunate timing for Fur there. He's peeking. He pretty much has like, a window of mid for 98% of the time, and that 2% of the time, that's when Freeman actually is able to sneak into vent. And then Attacker gets just close enough to the box to where Fur can't necessarily get the easy pick on him. And then obviously Attacker with an immense spray transfer there, first getting the kill on Bolts and then managing to snap onto Fur. Just really settles things, but unfortunate timing for SK. But again, you're seeing like the talent from a mechanical point of view on the side of Vici, and how, again, it's not common to see an Asian team being this determined as to how they want to go about things. Fallen,
that's so
cold
smart,
as ever,
though.
just very clean from them.
This is
scary. And I'm actually a bit surprised. We're seeing a bit of a tempo change from Vici here.
Hiding in the smoke. Bolts has already found the first kill. First still hasn't been spotted, but he's getting shot in through. Finally going to walk with his back turned. Now Fallen's on the scene, on the site with the AWP, but Bolts, a very aggressive peek alone, and he's going to get nothing for it. Fallen has to keep things intact, but he misses the shot. Summer in the open. Fallen can't follow up again. And Vici, they're on the site like you know it. Stewie's still here, but he can't get a kill because Attacker's at the back of the site, and now it's just Cold0, but I say just. He's in a 1v3, but he isolates the first, and Vici, they're going to try and at least find him, but he's repositioned. This is good. Yeah, Cold0's caught Attacker, and now he can just play the 1v1. The mind games can come through.
Well, so far, Cold0 has been one of the, I guess, few highlights. But
forget that.
Jesus.
Pulling out everything they can here, but judging by the scoreline, if you can count, it's not gone too well. And look at the triple B setup. Look how scared SK are of this site. They do get aggressive, though, so they drop a player, but in the meantime, VG just spot it. They had a man outside of B, so they know that SK have a very heavy setup, so they want to try and split the A site. Great timing on the peak from Zoking. Bolts looks away, and Fallen will go down as well. SK not finding any leeway into this round, leave just Cold0. And even though they start things off with a pick, even though they get aggressive on B, VG just go, okay, they've got 3B, rush A.
Yeah, it's just the immediate reaction. Again, we've talked about it multiple times throughout this game, the fact that Vici just seems so on point with their decision-making.
Yeah.
It's surprising, but it's such a positive surprise to see. And Cold0, well, he's out of luck for this round. He's going to have to hold on to this Colt in hopes that it's going to be able to do something miraculous going into the next round, because they're pretty much emptied out. As you can see, $450 on the side of Fallen is the most you have. And yeah, Stewie talked about it. He's not having a great game, and this time as well. Even after they find the opening pick on B, he's going aggressive to see if he can find anything else. But Vici has been, for the better part of the game, I think excluding maybe 2 or 3 rounds in total, they've been playing fairly slow. Regardless of what happens on the map, they stick with their position. They want to see the reactions coming out from this. And, well, instead of 2 FAMASs, last round we're going to get 3 FAMASs, a ZZ, and an MP9, and Fur, well, he's already dead. Freeman does take significant amounts of damage, but in the end, it's the number count that really matters. Fallen does peer, but Attacker is going to come in and help out his buddy, and that's going to force Fallen off the position. So they get out of dodge as well, so man advantage in this side of the Chinese team.
And still mid for them as well, right? Just no issues. SK can't contest this. They lost their first player. Fallen doesn't want to fight through the connector, because if he loses that duel, instantly we're in a 5-on-3, and that's probably the half. SK still have an opportunity here, but with limited weaponry, we need to see something good. Bolts coming in with some aggression. That's important. And even though he gets tagged up, he gets a kill, relieving some of the pressure and dropping Zoking. Fallen on the site, catches that push through the connector, which was pretty big because it would have led Freeman behind enemy lines. But still SK, only 3 players surviving and still limitations on weaponry.
And look at this. Attacker's the only person over towards this A bomb site. The bomb's still hanging around in mid. And you can see Lovey working over towards that B bomb site. And he might be able to find Stewie. Oh, did he just... Oh,
no. They don't know.
No, now he knows. Now he knows. Lovey's going to get the drop on Stewie here. That's such unfortunate timing, and that is just heartbreaking for SK. And it's going to lead to a really difficult retake. No utility to speak of on the side of SK. Molotov out, so Fallen can't necessarily deny a bomb plant either. Going to try to split through higher and vents here. New Molotov comes down. Well, Fallen, you have to commit now. Cold, you have to commit here. It's not going to go too well. Fallen's not yet in position, but he does find Attacker. gets spotted out immediately, gives up his position, and, well, this is definitely not what we expected coming into this game.
I don't know what you would think.
The higher powers, but gets spotted out, and now they know.
God, Molotov aim will force no one out, but SK diving in through the site. Zoking can't get it done, so there's an opportunity for SK. Can they collapse onto this bomb site? It's a yes! Bolts with a double, but Freeman with the same, and Summer with 2 instead, and Stewie has to get it done because Coldzera is getting tagged. Such low HP, and the bomb down in the site as well. Summer still relieving the pressure, and he's going to go and get 4 kills on the pistol round. This man is... Yeah. What do we have here from the Brazilian side with the American? Freeman, apparently nothing. He's going to shut down Fur already. With that scout, does lock down mid, stops what could have been a vent split as well, because SK did show early presence towards B, but the bomb is outside, maybe inside of main. Coldzera. Oh dear.
It's definitely not necessary. You're 1 man up already, but...
It's 15-1.
Yeah, it's 15-1, and this has to just mess with the heads of SK, and they're not able to get anything done. Bolts with a nice connection onto Lovey, though, but still 4 players to go, and he's going to run into the MP9 of Zoking. And actually doesn't take any damage at all on nearly 16 points of health left, or lost. But it's close in. The GPS has tracked bolts, and that's going to be Attacker closing it out 16-1. I mean, what's there to say?
I don't really know at this point. The thing is, this is why we don't have an analyst desk for the B stream, because there's nothing you can do to break that down.
But the cool thing about it, like again, yes, you could talk about, you know, SK obviously not playing up to their potential.